All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. This is Jaden Wozni here with Castanet, just on West Side Road, and the smoke that you're looking at is coming from a fire on White Rock Lake, and this is right now affecting 608 properties along the West Side Road from 8525 Ewings Landing Road south end to 9995 West Side Road to the north end, all the way up to Sugarloaf Forest Service Road turnoff. And of course, residents have had until 1 p.m. to evacuate the area. Some residents still leaving the road behind me, just to my left over here where West Side Road is. And everyone's trying to gather their things safely and head out of here. And some of the residents that I've spoken with behind me here have just said that this big plume of smoke in front of us here is actually very recent. Things are getting more aggressive as the winds have picked up today, and a lot of residents and a lot of people here have noticed the wind and spoke of it. It looks like it is creating a lot of fuel for this fire. We'll have to watch out for that. Hopefully looking to speak to BC Wildfire Services about the growth and about the evacuation here in just a little bit of time. For those who are just joining us, once again, we are looking at the White Rock Lake wildfire, and this is affecting 608 properties along the West Side Road, as well as Ewings Landing Road, and as well as the Sugarloaf Forest Service turnoff. This one creating a lot of smoke in the valley as we just pan the camera a little bit to the right. As you can see down Okanagan Lake, lots of smoke heading into the valley. But what was a fairly clearly day in West Kelowna and Kelowna is quite the opposite over here on the north end of West Side Road here. Just as we come up to Ewings Landing Road, just down the road from me here. Lots of smoke, lots of residents trying to leave the area quickly as they've had an evacuation notice. Of course, for those who are looking for some emergency support services, the reception center is located in Kelowna at 1480 Sutherland Avenue. And of course, they are there to help you out and set you up with things like accommodation and food. Once again, there's those heavy winds creating more fuel for the fire as the smoke increases in the valley here. As this forest fire here, the White Rock Lake wildfire, is gaining some momentum here with that wind today. Plenty of smoke in the air. And folks, we're just going to give you a closer look here at the White Rock Lake wildfire, as of course the smoke has been billowing right above the mountains here on West Side Road. Really quite something. The residents have said that these smoke clouds have really gained momentum here in the last hour. Actually, some people said that this smoke was not that aggressive even just an hour ago, and now look how dark it is. It almost looks like it's going to rain in the distance, but really that's just the smoke billowing into the sky. Obviously a concern for the air quality in the area, as well as residents trying to leave here as they've had an evacuation order. Residents were told to leave at 1 p.m., but of course people still scurrying down the highway here, down the road, excuse me. I was actually not allowed entry past Ewing Road there. That is where the road closure did begin there. So everybody that is living past there is just trying to get out as quickly as they can. A couple residents behind me said they did have a safe place to stay tonight. That's always good to hear. Hopefully most of the residents here do tonight as well. Of course, you know, lots of hotels in Kelowna, and hopefully they have lots of room for them. Lots of evacuees on this side of the town here. Folks, if you're just joining us, once again, this is Jaden Wozni here with Castanet, and what you're looking at right now is the White Rock Lake wildfire. Now, of course, this has forced 608 properties to evacuate along the West Side Road from 8525 Ewings Landing Road all the way up to 9995 West Side Road up to the north end, and then all the way up to Sugarloaf Forest Service Road turnoff. Now, of course, residents have had until 1 p.m. to evacuate. High police presence along West Side Road, as well as fire personnel, just trying to get everybody out to safety. Many residents coming with their boats, their trailers, their campers, things like that, just trying to provide for themselves, because who knows how long this evacuation order will last. Now, people trying to get out as safely as they can, pack as much as they can. A lot of the cars I saw on my drive out here today were pretty well packed, so it seems like some people anyway had a moment to pack their things. Others didn't look like they had too much, just their things on their back, just trying to get out as quickly as possible and follow that evacuation order there. Of course, for those who do need a place to stay or anything like that, there is the Emergency Support Services that is located on Sutherland Avenue in Kelowna at 1480, and that, of course, is the Salvation Army Church. They'll set you up with things like accommodations as well as food and water. Fantastic place if you need some help tonight. As you can see, things are just continuing to get darker here in the valley. Even as we pan the camera towards Vernon there, not a whole lot of daylight looking over there. To be honest, when I drove up here, it looked more like it was going to be a rainstorm, but no, this is smoke you're seeing as it's billowing through the valley here and covering much of the homes and area down here. This is quite significant, and even just in the last hour, residents have said that the smoke has really increased. Obviously, the wind playing a serious role in that, and we'll obviously have more updates here from just outside of Fintry is where I am right now, pulled off to the side. Got a great view here of the smoke, hoping that everyone is getting out safely and on time. High police presence as well as fire crews trying to get everybody out as safely as possible. comes another officer there. And here comes some more residents just up the road as well. People trying to leave as quickly as possible. 608 properties affected here. Remember that. Thinking of them today. A lot of concerned residents too, and we will try to get you some reaction from them as well as the BC Wildfire Services in just a little bit of time here. Once again, for anyone joining us right now, what you're looking at is the White Rock Lake wildfire, and this has, of course, impacted 608 properties along the West Side Road from 8525 Ewings Landing Road, south end, all the way up to 9995 West Side Road to the north end. And of course, people have had until 1 p.m. to gather their belongings and evacuate the area. And people here must leave the area traveling south on West Side Road, as there is no access to the north end right now. Of course, if anybody needs emergency support services, their reception center is located at 1480 Sutherland Avenue in Kelowna. Many people trying to leave still on this road. And it's just after 3:20 here. More fire crews heading on in there, as you can see. And the smoke continues to increase here in the valley, and it's really starting to come over Vernon, as you can see if we pan the camera to the right there. Things really getting drastic out here with the wind, of course, being so aggressive today, and that's something that a lot of people here noticed early this morning. At least for myself, I did. I could tell that it was a much windier day, very clear in West Kelowna and Kelowna area, but as you come down the road here on West Side Road, a completely different story as smoke continues to wreak havoc over here along the valley. Well, I don't want to jump the gun too early here, but I am feeling some raindrops where I'm standing just outside of Fintry. And I did kind of think that these clouds were looking dark. Surely they are clearly smoke clouds that are getting darker by the minute, but we are getting some rain out here, so let's hope that that increases and provides a little bit of help to the firefighters that are battling this blaze right now, the White Rock Lake wildfire here. As you can see in the distance. Once again, a couple raindrops coming down, so hopefully that alleviates some of the pressure and the stress for these firefighters that are continuously battling this blaze. It's affecting 608 properties as we speak. Once again, the Central Okanagan Regional District has issued evacuation orders on West Side Road. That has impacted 608 homes. People obviously trying to leave as quickly as they can. They've had until 1 p.m. to evacuate, but many people still coming the south side of West Side Road towards Kelowna and West Kelowna. And of course, if you do need any help, Emergency Support Services has your back. 1480 Sutherland Avenue in Kelowna, and they will obviously set you up with accommodations, food and water, and anything else you may need. So make sure that you go get registered if you are evacuating the area. But a huge cloud of smoke behind me that has just been getting worse and worse just due to the amount of wind in the area. The heat, not too bad today. I think we hit about 30 degrees today. Of course, this is the White Rock Lake wildfire just behind me. A couple raindrops going off my jacket, which is just fantastic to see. Let's hope that they can get some rain. I believe 50% chance of rain tomorrow as well, which would be a huge relief for those firefighters as well as those who have had to evacuate their homes. Castanet News, Jaden Wozni, West Side Road.